EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go here in Atlanta. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. They face second down and 7. And in motion is Brown. Quick throw, taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning in.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Moore going in motion. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now, faking the give. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. Let's go. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. Here now, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10.
Hey, 73, 73.
The drive will start on the ground. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
He runs with it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Here's second and 9. Hurts to throw. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. So, a little extra time to... The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And this will be a Falcons 1st down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Moore on the right side. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game. Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
That is hot. What a throw. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Atlanta.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. pistol snap back to Hurts. Taking off. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Third and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments, because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. second down throw for Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys. Here's Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. To throw, Hurts. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. The Cowboys will come back to tie things at 17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. This one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
A first down throw for Hurts. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Hurts to the air on first down. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys will go up by 7.
Falcons 17.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Cowboys 24, Falcons 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Ready, set. 79 Bronco. Here we go, here we go. Hook.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Hurts working in the pistol. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it here with Robinson. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Washington.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Ready?
37-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Melton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
Let's go.
Now it is 1st and goal. So we'll
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal.
Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
No. No. Ready?
He'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Ready, ready. Set. Ready, ready.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Hurts. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And that'll get him some space. He's out of bounds up past the 20-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
Now a run on 1st down. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Hurts. He gets that to Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. A big gain. They finally get him down, but hold everything. There is a flag on the field.
Ready, check, go!
Here's a run going left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set! Ready!
They'll drop to throw. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
By George Karloftis. A 5-yard loss brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th, and he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Good. Go.
Down to an 8, and that will do it. They wrap up the regular season with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They finish off the regular season with some momentum, and they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round.
What are we doing?